I am pleased to introduce to you the valedictorian for 2023, Obioma Ugorji.
Wow. What an honor and special moment this is. I have the pleasure to stand before you today, but before we get started, it's a little bit warm up here, you know, I'm sweating a little bit. I refuse to sweat anymore this morning. I would like to invite you all to help me feel a little bit more at home up here. So you see, I am Nigerian. I am from thank you. I'm Nigerian. My family is from a tribe called the Igbo tribe. And in our culture, we often say the phrase, Igbo kwenu, okay? So this essentially means endorsement, agreement. It refers to a bondedness and the collective strength that we all enjoy as a people. And I would like to invite you guys into that collective strength today. So when I say Igbo kwenu, I would like you guys to respond back to me in quick affirmation. Hey, you guys do that for me this morning? Y'all got me? All right, let's try it. Igbo kwenu. Hey. 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 Good job, clap for yourselves, it's good. What a good morning this is. I am beyond honored to have the opportunity to represent my peers, close friends, and family members on this stage today. I wish it were possible for me to invite each and every one of you up here to embrace the deep glory that we have all worked towards. Faculty that has dedicated their lives to enriching our minds while remaining committed to the Jesuit values that this institution holds dear. Facility workers that have worked tirelessly to make sure that this campus is a beautiful and safe environment for us to learn. Staff that has regarded student interest as the highest priority. Today, we thank and honor you. As we have chased our dreams on this campus, we have kept goals and individuals at the forefront of our minds. Mom and Dad, 4 years ago, I stood in this field and I asked you to bless me with the opportunity to make you proud. And 4 years later, I'm in the same field and your son is valedictorian. Please join me in honoring those that have paved the way so that we can celebrate today. My resilient class of 2023. As we have chased our dreams on this campus and worked hard, I just hope that as your family and friends are here today, you are filled with a deep joy that surpasses all kinds of understanding. A deep joy that is incorruptible by the woes that are commonplace with moving from the classroom into the workforce. I am here today to encourage a pause of the questions that ask, what's next? To celebrate the fact that we have finished our jobs and we have finished well. Like President Snyder often says on days like today, today is a glorious day. And in a similar fashion, I will agree while emphasizing the fact that you are all glorious minds. Today, we will regard our accomplishments with pride. A pride that is reflective of the journey that we have all endured. And you see, to take pride in something is to embark on a journey that will inevitably lead to the treasure of an idea, thought, or personality. As we treasure our accomplishments today, I cannot help but engage with the themes in my life that I have come to treasure during my 4 years here on the Bluff. Today, I stand before you proud of who I am and who we are. My name is Obioma Ugorji, not Obi-Wan Kenobi, not Obama, but Obioma Somtochi Ugorji. I'm a first-generation student, the child of immigrants from Nigeria. My family's a part of the Igbo tribe, like I said earlier, in the southeastern region of the country. And here the name Obioma means good heart. And during these 4 years, I've tried to live up to the name that was given to me. I desire to come on this campus and love others with the intention of being recognized as a man that remained within his character, a man that truly did have a good heart. During my freshman year, I aggressively pursued leadership positions within the Black community and joined the African Student Association. Falling in love immediately, I would go on to become the president of this organization for 3 years and have the opportunity to grow the membership by over 200% while creating a space for Black students on this campus where they would feel safe and welcomed. Thank you. During the height of the pandemic, I remained committed to the idea that the community would respond well to leaders that stayed committed to the cause during tumultuous times. You see, I still wanted to be perceived as a man with a good heart. And perception is a powerful thing to an individual that treasures it. It can make one act out of character or fit within a mold that society deems acceptable. And at times I struggled to break free from the idea that I had to fit into a mold in order to be a man that acted within his character. I began to seek to please others and those that distantly knew me. This draining lifestyle eventually brought me to a crossroads in which I had to reckon with the reality of my life when I was reminded it could end suddenly. During March of my sophomore year, I lost a close family member to a car accident involving a drunk driver. I remember simultaneously wrestling with grief and attempting to finish my virtual classes as I drove to and from the funeral home. The amount of emotional anguish I endured catapulted me into a reality in which the question, what is this life truly about, needed to be answered. Our class motto since 2019 is 99% of the ethical life is being kind to people. I did not realize it at the time, but at the beginning of my undergrad experience, I already had the answer to a question that would arise a few years later. Life is fundamentally about people. Life is not about pleasing people, always making sure that we are prepared for the next step. We all have degrees from a fantastic institution that is quite literally on a hill. You see, the sky is not the limit for students on the bluff. It is the starting point. Come on. Yet still, our accomplishments, wealth, and the perceptions that others hold of us are not eternal. We will all go on to work. Some of us will make more money than others, and some of us already have. Where's Seaver at? Seaver Pat? But my dear class of 2023, I believe that from the beginning we have been called to higher purposes than monetary gain, societal status, and the wagering of our dreams in the hopes of receiving a 401k. No, life is about people. The people we love and the people we don't. Life is about the people we know now and those that we will know later. Life is about the prospective lions watching this, wondering if they would fit in on this campus and achieve their goals and aspirations. Life is about minority groups that feel more at home here because of the house that has been built by student leaders, faculty members, and staff. Life is about our people, the people we have invested in and those that have invested into our lives. I hope that today is a day of return for all of your investments. And as we move on to conquer the world, let us hold on to the idea that pleasing the society we live in is not the key to a happy life, and uplifting our brothers and sisters in any way we possibly can is. You see, I will be nowhere without my people. I'm but a piece of you all. Let us continue to remember our class motto and establish our individual creeds. You see, the future of this world belongs to those who act intentionally. The world must prepare for the arrival of a new class of hard-working adults that are not limited to the degrees that we will receive today, but are confident in their ability to act ethically regardless of what society commands. And family, we have worked hard. When a people group works as hard as we have towards something, one of two individuals is at risk of meeting trouble. Number one, you. Yes, you who sit in the crowd, the individual that has worked towards something is at risk of meeting the trouble of failure if you are unable to achieve your goals. Or number two, the individuals that stand in the way of our imminent success and our collective destinies is at risk of meeting the trouble of being conquered and overcome. As it relates to these persons that might stand in my way, might stand in your way, after these 4 years, I'll leave you with 4 words. They are in trouble. Thank you, guys. God bless you all.
Enuani.